Why are you here today?
I'm here to support this wonderful group.
Donald Sterling walked into church surrounded by his handlers. A Baptist gospel choir and a passionate pastor welcomed the 80-year-old embattled Clippers owner. The senior pastor at the Baptist church invited him to the service after meeting Sterling through a mutual friend just 2 weeks ago. His sermon was about courage to face tomorrow, telling his congregation people need to forgive.
Did you forgive Donald Sterling?
Oh, yes. I can't have hate in my heart for nobody. I love everybody because Christ loved me.
The 80-year-old disgraced Clippers owner made racist comments on private audio tape recordings with his alleged mistress, Vis Diviano, that were made public last month. It set off a firestorm of controversy.
Do you think he's doing this to kind of save his image at the last?
No. No, I don't believe that.
What do you believe?
I believe that he did the right thing by coming here.
Plenty love from the congregation.
What did you think of the support you got here today?
I think it was great.
Sterling hugged the pastor during the 2.5-hour service, but not everyone is feeling the love for the man who built his basketball empire from his real estate fortune.
I feel sorry for him because, first of all, he's a slum landlord, and second of all, I don't think he really cares for people as he should.
You know, sometimes I ask myself, when will our people start waking up? When will our people stop thinking that the church and praying is the answer to everything? When will our people start fighting back against disrespect and blatant racism towards our people? And the reason I'm saying this is because I read an article saying that Donald Sterling went to a predominantly black church. Okay, and he was invited by, I forgot the pastor's name, but it's Mount, let me get the name of this church, because I don't want to get this wrong. These people here, they need their ass whooped. Yeah, Zion Missionary Baptist Church on San Pedro Street. Now, for you guys that don't live in LA, San Pedro Street is in the neighborhood. You know, there's different parts of LA. It's not that movie shit they show on TV, Rodeo Drive and Beverly Hills and all that. The real LA is the Crenshaw district. You know, certain parts of South Central, Compton, Long Beach, the West Ends, Leimert Park. That's the real LA. And this guy gets invited by a predominantly black church, but especially the pastor. They invite him down, and now realizing that what Donald Sterling is trying to do is he's trying to get in good with the black folks again. He know he messed up. He know he's going to have to sell his team, which I believe he's already sold it. So he wants to get in good with the community. And, you know, I don't know how many times myself and other brothers and sisters have to come out here and say this. When we do stuff or we offend somebody, whether it's in the gay community, whether it's towards the Jewish community, we get ridiculed. Okay, we lose our jobs, we lose, you know, our money, we get nailed to the cross. But it seems like anybody can disrespect our people and it's all good. We can go back to situations like when Richie Incarnito said the word nigga, and he said, I'll whoop all these niggas' ass in here or whatever. He said something to that degree. And we had Paula Deen come out and, you know, display her racist mindset. The first people to come out and defend these people were black people. And for those people who sit back and say that, you know, oh, Donald Sterling was just, you know, upset and, you know, he was just saying things out of anger. I want you to ask yourself, would they be saying the same thing if another black athlete or black entertainer or you personally came out here in the media and insulted another community? Would they give you the benefit of the doubt? Would their people come and stand by you? And this is why I have an issue with, you know, black women standing with, you know, this feminist movement and everything. Because when you guys are in trouble and when you need somebody to back you up, nobody's never there. And, you know, black folks, we have to get out of this mindset like, you know, everything will be solved by, you know, forgiveness and, you know, praying to Jesus, or we'll leave it up to the Lord and everything. And I don't want nobody to think that, I'm downplaying the church, or I'm saying that, people should stop praying. But what I'm saying is that prayer is not going to change all of our issues. We have to get out of this mindset of forgiving everybody. I'm not saying that you can't forgive, and I think it's important to a certain extent to forgive and move on. But just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that you allow them back into your circle. Doesn't mean you allow them to come around you and display the same characteristics that they showed you from the jump. And like I said, Donald Sterling uses as an opportunity for him to have a window and for somebody from the black community. He figured he hit the church, because we all know that, Negroes within our community, the first place they want to run to is the church. So he figured, I'm going to hit the church. I'm going to hit the source of where black people go to worship, where black people talk. Not talking about nothing, I would say productive within the community, but the source of the community. We all know within a lot of black communities, we got a church on every corner. It's always going to be a liquor store and a check casher place in the church. So he figured I'll hit the main source and try to give some type of forgiveness. Donald Sterling does not care about black people. He displayed a racist mindset. And I'm tired of our people coming out here trying to defend this man. We had Terry Crews come out. I think he was on the video. I don't watch the View. It's not my cup of tea. But he got on there cooning and buffooning, talking about, we need to forgive Donald Sterling. The man made a mistake. But you let his bald, black-haired ass come out here on TV and insult a Jewish person, or say something about the gay community. I guarantee all that shuckle and jive and that little corny ass dance he be doing, I guarantee he'll be out of a job. But I want to just make this video to bring awareness to our people. We got to stop forgiving people who blatantly disrespect us and display racism. We can't come out here and talk about white supremacy and racism and the different adversities that are put into place to keep us as a permanent underclass in this country, but at the same time we come out and we defend people like Donald Sterling, and we defend people who display certain racist and white supremacist mindsets. And this is a big issue in our community. But if you guys want to check out what this frog, the brief stuff that he said during while he was visiting the church, or the article on Donald Sterling visiting this predominantly black church in South Central, I will leave the link in the description box. But this is ridiculous, and we got some of the biggest coons out here, in LA, and I don't know if it's because people think it's so diversified here, or everybody gets along. But like I said in my previous video, California is one of the most segregated places in the country. It's one of the most racist places. But people like to, glide over it or glance over it because, it's the whole Hollywood thing and, the Sunshine City, and people like to come over here and tour, and it's just a great place to be. But there's a lot of underlying negative things that go on in California, and especially in LA, that people don't talk about. But I'm here to come out and expose the shit and talk about things that need to be said. But that's all I got to say. But, black folks, we got to wake up out here. We got to stop, forgiving everybody and praying all the time. We have to start using the church as our source to make change. Not just to go in there and say sermons every Sunday and everybody go home and do the same negative things they were doing all through the week. But I'm talking about we need to start building within our community. We need to start building economical wealth. We need to start standing up for each other and standing up for our people. We don't need to forgive everybody who disrespects us or displays racism out here. Stand up for yourself. But I'm out.